But the man who completed the most mileage of any driver in pre-season testing looks like he's going to complete the fastest time overall in the first race of the season. They came into the race as championship favourites. It's Nico Rosberg who's going to confirm that favouritism, and he comes home to win the Australian Grand Prix for Mercedes. Their 100th Mercedes-powered victory in the Formula One World Championship. Rosberg takes the season opener by a long, long way. Roars of appreciation for Rosberg. They are going to be drowned out, though, by this young man from Perth. It's Daniel Ricciardo for Australia, for Red Bull, comes home to take second place. It's Kevin Magnussen, the first Danish driver to finish on a Formula One podium. It's Jenson Button who takes fourth for McLaren. It's Fernando Alonso who started fifth and finished fifth for Ferrari. And it is certainly smiles for Niki Lauda and for Mercedes. What could have been had Lewis Hamilton been able to compete today?
That's it. Well done, Nico. Well done. Good job.
Yes! Come on, guys. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant. What a car you've given me. What a car. Unbelievable.
For his teammates, it was a car that sadly couldn't give him what he so cherished. For Rosberg, it gave him absolutely everything, lap after lap.
Yeah, Lewis's car, I'm pretty sure, was sick from the start.
Okay, Kevin. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely awesome. That was sensational all weekend.
And I think we're going to be talking about that man a lot this year.
He's just hung it on the line from start to finish. Such confidence for somebody starting his first ever Grand Prix.
And he's done what Lewis Hamilton managed to do. Qualify in fourth, finish on the podium in the first race.
Thanks, guys. It's all a bit of a blur right now. That's really cool. Wow.
That was brilliant, mate. I think we can see a smile from here. Nice job.
He never stops smiling. What if Toto Wolff's smiling? He's with 10.
Well done, Toto. Was that as comfortable as it looked for Nico?
Pace-wise, it was okay. But, you know, the reliability is what we said from the beginning of the weekend is the issue. And we've seen it on Lewis's car, unfortunately.
Okay, well done.
It's the sweet and the bitter, isn't it? There's the race classification. Valtteri Bottas had that excursion into the wall, ruined what could well have been a podium for him and for Williams. It was their best result here since 2010, the last time he scored a point here. Nico Hülkenberg finishes 7th for Force India, ahead of Kimi Raikkonen for Ferrari, who was in a battle all the way with the Toro Rossos and with Bottas in the Williams. Vernon Fiat, the two Toro Rossos scoring. Chilton was the last man running that will be classified. Bianchi was just too far back after having to spend too much time in the garage at the start. And we lost Grosjean, Maldonado, Ericsson, Vettel, Hamilton, Massa and Kobayashi. And reminding you the stewards will have a word with Massa and Kobayashi. Now the race has finished to determine what action they'll take in the future. Sheer madness described by Pat Simmons. No green light on Nico Rosberg's car yet.
No, I suggest...
there it is.
There it is. So it suggests he can't stay away from it until the green light's on above his head, above the air intake there. I think he'll get too many easier wins than that in his Grand Prix career.
I just wondered, Martin, is he in the right spot? I know he's never been to Parc Ferme here since 2008 in terms of the podiums. That was the last time he finished on the podium here, but has he just gone into second place?
He bumped into it, did he? But I don't think it matters too much.
I mean, I know a few first, but, you know.
He fighting Michael on the side, just of course remembering Michael Schumacher, Mercedes-Benz driver, Ferrari driver, legend, fighting for his life.
Absolutely, that's the fight we so desperately want to see. The champion win. Yeah, they're not to move second place. But Daniel Ricciardo actually couldn't get in. He didn't leave many room. Oh, eyes, wide open from Ricciardo as Rosberg celebrates with his crew, and is what all the winter testing and all the heartache leading up to the season's about, when you get that elation of victory in the first race.
I hope he keeps that black helmet. It's much easier to spot him from Lewis than he was had a white crash helmet this weekend anyway.
Big thumbs up. Daniel Ricciardo.
No points for Vettel, no points for Hamilton. 73rd consecutive race for Fernando Alonso without a mechanical failure. He's up there in 5th. So 2 Ferraris, 5th and 8th. Good news for Toro Rosso as well. And a great comeback drive from Valtteri Bottas after that error coming out of turn 10.
Just in the background there, the man in the Mercedes shirt, Andy Cowell, the head of the high-performance engine division, the man who has masterminded the build of the new power unit, working in tandem with the chassis for Nico Rosberg. In just in a few moments' time, we're going to see Daniel Ricciardo, first Australian to finish on the podium in a World Championship Australian Grand Prix. What a dream debut for him as a Red Bull driver.
And deserved. I mean, he hung on to it beautifully in qualifying, didn't he? And wet or dry, he was up the front, Ricardo, wasn't he? But it was wet or dry. There was no fluky front row. He's proved that this afternoon.
And there's his crew. His personal assistant, stroke manager, the man that's always with him, George. His trainer as well. Great moment for Nico Rosberg.
Where did it all go wrong, Nico? And all those beautiful girls cheering you. Nice fat race win bonus, leading the World Championship.
Continues his 10-race scoring streak as well, but importantly, I think that the Mercedes team lays down that marker. We're going to say what if for a long while. What if Lewis Hamilton had been running for the whole race? Who would have come out on top? As it is, Hamilton didn't get that chance. And Rosberg goes to Malaysia now with 25 points on the board ahead of his teammate.
Mind you, with reliability being the key issue for the first half of the season, that can spin on its head in a heartbeat.
Stampede onto the track to welcome the drivers. The first Danish man to stand on the podium in a Formula 1 World Championship race is Kevin Magnussen. Super Kev, as I'm sure he'll now want to be called.
King Kev. He can't smile any more than he normally smiles, and he's got nowhere to go with that smile because it's permanently fixed.
It's not so much a good day as a great day for Daniel Ricciardo. And an even better day for Nico Rosberg as well. We've got used to hearing the German national anthem in Formula 1. For once, it's not Sebastian Vettel. So the trophies, which are the replica of the steering wheel used by Sir Jack Brabham and his Cooper. I think one of the better trophies that are handed out.
Yeah, I don't know where Sir Jack would find G3 and G6 on that.
Andy Cowell, how fitting that the man in charge of the power unit build, as we go into this new era of new engines, hybrid engines in Formula 1, is up there to receive the Constructors' Trophy.
I had to apologise to him this morning. I was like, well, another thing I need to know, and one more thing I need to know.
He's been so helpful in trying to explain this new world of Formula 1 to us.
Well done, Daniel.
Kiss that trophy. Use it as a badge for the rest of your career, Daniel Ricciardo. What a dream debut for him as well. The first three here, Martin. Everyone's spoken about their teammates leading up into this season. You know, it's about Hamilton over Rosberg, it's about Vettel over Ricciardo, it's about Button over Magnussen, but it's the underdog, isn't it, that's come through today.
It looks like his mum sort of sent him out to play for the afternoon, doesn't he? So young. Brilliant drive.
They are old enough to drink champagne, but only just. And they're certainly old enough to spray it around. If they can keep their feet, they kept their heads all afternoon. The top three in this opening race. Looking forward to hearing these podium interviews for the first time since, what, July the 28th last year. Sebastian Vettel fails to win a race.
Yes, first time in 231 days he's been beaten, effectively, isn't he? Although his electronics beat him more than the others, but he wasn't going to win this race.
And left the racetrack with about 25 laps to go. Didn't hang around, off he went.
Really? Yes, nice to see a change up there.
If you haven't taken part in the poll vote yet, please do. Hashtag SkyF1 yes, or hashtag SkyF1 no, depending on what you think as to whether change is good for Formula One. And we've got an Aussie on the podium, we've got two, as Alan Jones, former world champion, comes out.